Ready to go when you are.
How has having a personality disorder impacted your life, specifically your college experience?
So I would say having a personality disorder has impacted me the most with like relationships. I came here from a small town and I grew up with like knowing those people, and then coming here I met just so many like new people. I got to make so many friends. I got to meet my like boyfriend and start like having a long-term relationship with him, and I think that's when I realized it the most, was having like my first like real long-term relationship. Certain things just like weren't like matching up. I like tried my hardest, but for some reason like he's like the best person in the world, but I just like for some reason I just couldn't trust him at all, and I was like, this is so weird. So I attributed it to maybe just having really bad anxiety, and so I started getting treated for anxiety, and it just like didn't improve at all. It was really hard and stressful, but I think that's when I realized like this is something that's going to impact me a lot, and stuff like that. And it definitely has affected me a lot in school, especially my major. I love my major, it's really fun and I enjoy it, but I'm really worried about like academically and like in my career. Once I graduate, I'm not going to be able to find a job. I'm not going to enjoy my job, and I'm going to hate it, and I'm going to hate my career, and I'm just going to like kind of spiral and not be successful in my workplace or like my future life in just general.
What are some common misconceptions about personality disorders that you think people should know?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think the biggest misconception is that we're mean, like we're bad people and we're monsters. Like that's not true at all. I know just some people like on a question or like a forum or like a discussion board, were like asking what's the worst thing that's ever been said to you about your disorder, and so many people are like, people tell me I'm a terrible person, I'm a monster, that I like lash out and I'm not a good person. Like I just think that's incorrect, like totally wrong. Like people with BPD and other personality disorders are really loving and caring. Like we're good people. We're not somebody that's gonna hurt you. We're not someone that's gonna be mean to you. Like we're just normal people. We just have a little bit harder time trying to regulate emotions and things like that.
For people who have someone in their life with a personality disorder, what advice would you give them?
Be very patient. For me personally, I can't speak for other people, but for me personally, I feel like people don't understand me. And not being understood is the hardest thing in the world. Like feeling like you're going through something alone and no one can help you, no one understands, no one is there for you. That's the hardest thing. So I would say if you have somebody in your life that has a personality disorder, I would say do your best to learn about it. Like look it up, Google it, read up about it. Try to sometimes put yourself in their shoes, even though that can be really hard, because the things that their brain is rationalizing might just be completely out of this world to you, but for them that feeling is so real. And so putting yourself in their shoes, trying to understand what they're going through, I think is the best thing that you can do. A lot of patience and a lot of love.